course, as map
Yeah,
number
no,
one
100 Thieves
always
is gonna
starts off
win.
on domination as we get to started.
Absolutely. Here we head into
I watched
the pick
Jay3 for
and ban phase.
Boba.
We're
What the fuck?
on Wakanda. You know, it's Krakoa show, Vicky, group stage.
Nah,
Now it's
chat.
all about Wakanda
100
here,
Thieves.
map one.
I think 100 Thieves is winning this.
Okay. Get a little bit of a
I will
different
get
change
naked
of
on
thought here,
stream
too.
if Shroud
Seeing the
wins.
Magneto
That's how
being
much
saved
a
up, you know,
little
and
confidence
across
I have in
either
Shroud's
side as
team.
they prioritize the
Shroud-X
torch
team.
ban here.
Yeah, so we saw
I
that
just
kind
think
of from
100 Thieves
Sentinels,
is
right? When
stronger.
they were kind of aiming, trying to get rid of Speedery. Well, same thing now, but over to the hands of Terra and Delina. Now, looking at the bans here, they respect shown Wolverine. Doomed is not going to get that access. We saw that, I think, done by, I believe, FlyQuest when they went against them here. And now both teams looking... Okay, it got the Punisher too, so they're aiming. Okay, you know who did this exact thing is Nemesis. I misspoke. Nemesis blocked everything that SHROUD-X had in the duelist department, and we saw the play difference. This is like right out of that textbook.
Taking some notes here. No Wolverine out here. The safe, though, on the Cloak and Dagger instead. So those going to be those two priority safety picks. While they try to ponder, yep, it's going to be the next Torch here. The Torch being a problem on its own, whether it be Terra being on that cracked Wolverine player, the Torch too, where energy from FlyQuest said that Terra was a whole problem on this team. That's where they want to lean into while protecting the Loki.
Yeah, when you sweep a team, you know, and we just saw that happen with Nemesis to SHROUD-X, you know, they are definitely, this is, okay. This is definitely going to be interesting here. I like the strange ban there, you know, unable to get the portal back to win those fights. But yeah, listen, this is the same homework that we saw, right? From Nemesis to SHROUD-X, same game plan going in. And this time SHROUD-X, they're going to go to the triple
Yeah,
res.
I don't think they're losing
If you
here.
want some more triple res, you got it.
All right, Impunity, maybe seeing some change-ups in general because you're
Yo, okay,
playing up
Kyle.
against
Appreciate
the
that's a
best
prime sub, my
runner
friend.
in the world right now. TTK not having that Doctor Strange, though, opting to go over to Magneto. We know that TTK could be flexible on their own course, but no Doctor Strange, no desperate
Permission to
portal
take a
touch
fat
keep
dab?
that point
No,
on.
bro. Stop. Drugs are bad.
This is definitely going to be one
Stop the
for
drugs.
the ages here, and I'm curious to see how these teams adapt and kind of get themselves together. SHROUD-X, they play a very
Yo,
good
where's making
triple
moves,
res
though?
comp
Making
as we
moves
look
is
at.
making
Honestly,
moves tonight.
26% is massive for SHROUD-X. I thought it could have been
Thor
one
has
way,
been played,
I've
but
gotta
Thor
say,
is not a
SHROUD-X, they're
good
always
pick,
kinda talking
chat.
about not winning the big one. This is one of the
Thor is
biggest
not a good
ones that
pick.
they could ever win here on the biggest stage of Rivals as we head into Wakanda yet again. Yeah, triple res though, Vic, they play very well.
Yeah, because then at the end of the day here, the team that ends up winning will be able to move on to face off the winner of Team Nemesis and Ego Death, and you know that run back opportunity is lingering over their heads. Getting this started, though, the Doctor Strange portal plays from Dogman as SHROUD-X can take advantage of this.
Look at Doomed on the Moon Knight. Ladies and gentlemen, attention, we've got a Moon Knight sighting.
There's no way they play Moon Knight, right? No, he got off. Moon Knight was played for 3 seconds and got off.
Insanely well for SHROUD-X.
This is not a drill. Khonshu is definitely smiling, increasing that base health from 250 to 275 here on the other side. All right, well, you know what? Got me
Wait,
excited
they
about here,
literally
but at
went
least
to
we're
the
trying to make
wrong
the
face
difference
cam, and it
as
was
100
someone on
Thieves
fucking
now just
Sentinels.
look at SHROUD-X who've been able to claim this point first.
I think it was
That
Kurova.
homework done. That was so awesome. They were able to get the quick Khonshu elimination, and then they get back out into what they wanted with the triple res.
Imagine if he was like naked or something. Look, they're doing it again. They're doing it again. Why is it on the... That's not SJP, bro. That's Kurova.
The internal bonds coming out.
Turn from both sides. This time onto Fidel too to just keep everybody alive here in the strangling prison. But you have to worry about the damage output from these walls. They get rid of it just as quickly. And TTK is about to have that meteor. Here comes Sarah though.
Dude, they're all using the wrong...
The protection that comes instead, not only from the Magneto shield, but from the bubble too. Terra continuously is the problem as they find Doom and Impunity.
The final just judgment. Terra can pop out with this hero, but Vision, there it is, putting on the Kurova show with the Born Again, getting the team back again. You got to play perfect, especially on Dom.
Wait, are they... oh, they're actually... they're boot camping, chat. All the 100 Thieves players are together. That's fucking sick.
That legendary very well as the cleanup happens, and they only get the trade on Terra.
Delena also finding a lot more of this damage output too on the Hella. Vinny follows up finding 2K themselves and are still able to turn this point back around.
Yeah, this is a tough match to play Star-Lord. We've got Hella right there for the flank damage. Terra able to spit out as well. TTK, one of the best there on controller especially. And Vinny has that group hug. Look at them. They're ready to go. He's ready to ult. He's just trying to see if they're taking high ground, maybe low ground. We've got Delena right there with them. And Terra, the team is playing locked in together.
Say group hug. Cute but dangerous out here. The way that group just grouped
SHROUD-X is actually looking strong. I thought they were going to be weak. Nah, I'm still saying it's a 2-0, chat. I'm still saying it's a 2-0.
Going to be able to try to approach with SHROUD-X up on this high ground.
Yeah, again, we say a hero of
2-0, 100 Thieves wins.
Ult speaks volumes here as Doom now on the Bucky. I like the swap up from the triple res was not working for them, so they are changing up their strategy. They don't have a lot to pick from. A lot of their comfort picks are not available. And now we've got Fidel with the Fate of Both Worlds. That's going to give him plenty of momentum. Vinny hanging on to that ult for quite a while.
They're playing peekaboo around the other side, and they heard the footsteps here getting out of that position up on high ground in the turret and was able to just flex around to the other side and close together with Delena as well as the cloak and dagger from Harvey. Who's about
that is a big fucking ult, but he did. Wow. Not getting anyone in that massive Groot ult with a Punisher ult is very depressing.
It was Vinny with the ult, but Impunity is the one that gets the finish now. Impunity using the ult as well. We've got the Kraken impact to follow. This looks like it's going to easily be SHROUD-X's fight to win here. 50%, 90% on the point now, and they're going to be able to take this back.
It's good though, no stall and not a lot of utility use while they still stay on this point, still stalling.
Hey, they still got 99%, bro. They still, what's up, official? And they still got 100. They got 100. I'm sorry, 99%, not 100%.
Give you that mid-match adjustment that we're seeing here from SHROUD-X. You know, triple res wasn't going horrible, but now they've swapped over to what works great for them. Vision is one of the few that can match Delena, especially in levels of skill on Hela. So look for that matchup of the gods, the goddess of death going at it here. TTK has that meteor. We've seen this guy get
Vision against Delena.
Elims with it at one time, especially on this map.
No, I think 100 Thieves wins, chat. I'm still, yeah. I'm not changing my bet.
Protection coming in from TTK as Delena comes into the skies on the goddess of death. They try to hide behind the sliver of cover that is that Groot wall, and now the dance off is happening here too. Fidel's slowly approaching.
Dunk it. Oh,
keep SHROUD-X covered with the insurance policy.
Controller player, by the way, chat. If you guys are ever wondering if you think a controller player can make it high, this guy's a legendary controller player.
Great job from SHROUD-X surviving that, because honestly the pressure pushed them off the point. They responded perfectly as Dongmin comes down with the eye. Bagamoto up in the sky. We have Vision's ult ready to come.
Wait, did that guy build another ult that fast? Wait, Chad, did he build another fucking ult that fast? He started the fight with a Punisher ult and then
100 Thieves off. Too much pressure, especially at the hands of Terra.
How the hell did he build it that fucking fast? I've never seen someone build.
Like, how does he get that so fast?
No.
At this point,
I gotta rewatch that, bro. I'm gonna rewatch that later.
Terra,
that one round, chat. One round. Terra is 9-2 with 21 fucking thousand damage.
Just saw right there highlights that Terra's damage output is crazy. In one round alone, 20.9k damage on the board. That's why you saw 2 Punisher ults in basically less than a minute.
Man, makes it look easy. Need Dogman here. Well, doing okay there as far as...
and Vinny as well on the Groot, 13-1 with 15,000 damage. Bro, that is fucking crazy. That is fucking crazy, bro. That he got another ult that fast.
That guy just lifts a finger and the entire team's eliminated. At the very least, the pressure. Vision, though, you know, the benefit is you're able to have this Goddess of Death ult to open up this next fight. And it's going to open up with the portal.
I'm trying to block out their exit point, though, before forcing them to wrap around by the glass balcony over to the other side. Vision steals the pick onto SJP, though. They literally get jumped, and SHROUD-X are going to be able to thrive out. This is going to build into those ultimate charge, as well as them trying to take control of that point first.
Hey, Jay, how do I join my Discord? Type ! Discord, and there should be a link.
Start copying these portals into these Moon Knight. I mean, that is, it's happened twice now. Absolute insane, perfect strategy, and love to see something new here, and innovation coming in the form of SHROUD-X here. Now Vision and Nuck, we've got both Asgardians with their ults ready to roll, but Harvey going in with the Eternal Bond to start.
Let's just create the pathing here for the rest of 100 Thieves. The copy as well now coming in just to reiterate the Eternal Bond in favor for SHROUD-X this time. But this allows 100 Thieves to just linger back, try to enable the Punisher here too, being on that turret.
Oh, you need more dry food? I'll get you more dry food. Don't worry, kitty.
That first gets booted out right afterwards here too, because you're looking at TTK on the other side. You have to worry about that meteor instead. You don't want to go out as you're able to find TTK, but it's a trade-off from both sides.
Vision was up in the sky for all of one blink of an eye and unable to come down, but does get the pick there on TTK. Terra, though, there it is again. Guys, just count to 5 and it's out with the final judgment. But the
he died that time. SHROUD-X is looking strong this round.
It's like a kindergarten painting. My goodness.
No, take care, Butter. Thank you, Butter. Appreciate you being here. Remember, chat, if there's any drops ever in the future, always come to this channel. I got you guys.
But just trying to not stagger here too.
Yeah, you get like 1 millisecond of shield for Doctor Strange. The fact that Dongmin was able to get out Terra with that is really well done. They've got these walls here to protect them that are unbreakable as well. Dongmin has that Eye of Agamotto into the Kraken Impact. They've also got the group to set it up, and they're choosing to go that direction. Here comes the Kraken Impact. They've got to make an impact with it, and unfortunately has to kind of stay with the team.
Oh, but the group hug with the wall right there too just helps them out and just denies that away from impunity as Vision's about to have the Goddess of Death. You jump to the skies, you try it again. You only find Vinny though in the equation as Harvey keeps them alive with the Eternal Bond themselves.
Unfortunate for SHROUD-X, they had everything there to win. They just could not get those ults to combo together. Unfortunately,
SHROUD-X is tossing, chat. SHROUD-X is tossing. Oh, what a massive fucking Groot ult, just so he could shoot at everyone in there.
It's gonna spell disaster as now 100 Thieves.
Look at that, bro. Look at that. I want to see Terra's damage at the end of this game. That has to be insane.
Actually having a lot more impact with those ultimates in favor for 100 Thieves, but they needed it with the 99% in favor for SHROUD-X the second round.
These ult charges are going up like milliseconds. It's if you watch it, Doom used Kraken Impact, he has it again. Terra has gotten, I don't know, I've lost count at 15 Final Judgment. It's crazy what they're able to put out here. Terra now just putting on the pressure of the turret. I love the use of space here. Just having the team act on their feet.
How do you even see that crosshair, chat? What the fuck, dude? I feel like maybe I'm too old.
Use it as a way to body block the damage output onto that turret just to enable that positioning here too. While you take a look at Delena just trying to snipe from afar. It's that 1v1 duel versus Vision, but here comes a group hug from the group too. Trying to follow up. You have the Eye of Agamotto as well to follow up if you're Dogman now as a meteor comes in from the high ground off the TTK but doesn't find its mark.
Great shield there from Dogman, and they have nothing to answer this strategist-wise. But
I don't think they're gonna kill anyone with that eye. Yeah, he hit two tanks. I don't think he's killing anyone with those.
Strategist ult until right now held back every single ult from SHROUD-X. They pressed every button, and somehow 100 Thieves came out on top.
And that was off of the Eye of Agamotto because
come on, SHROUD-X, bro. You guys. SHROUD-X is doing well, bro. They're just fumbling some fights. Some of the fights that they're fumbling are game winners too.
And have answers here against SHROUD-X.
Just they spin everything and they lost everything. I mean, that was insane, including momentum. Now that's 2 back-to-back. I mean, really, the only.
And I don't think they win this fight because 100 Thieves has more ults now, especially with Terra's ult.
1 ult fight left, and they've got the point with 99%. But now 100 Thieves looking to make this a 99 comeback, and they're going to look to get map 1.
Here, Bucky. Doom just trying to get a big initiator pick here too. Combine that behind Dogman and Impunity. You see the group walls coming up over time now, slowly approaching as SHROUD-X are trying to retake this point.
Oh shit, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Slow but steady as Terra, with some help from the Eternal Bond, gets to push all the way forward in this Final Judgment.
Hanging out in the Eternal Bomb, putting on that pressure, but luckily those walls keeping the team alive. Doom now just trying to get the pop off and trying to get that Kraken Impact. He's about to go, but TTK has his eyes on the prize here, throws it down, does not connect, but Terra finishes the job.
Good job dodging the shield.
Bond is out, and now at this point, it's just connecting these ults. Can they do it? His 3rd time to charm. Eye of Agamotto out. Kraken Impact in.
Wait, SHROUD-X is gonna take it to a match, around 3 on KOF?
Able to get potential to reset. He does on Vinny.
Yo, they didn't sell this fight.
They couldn't get back in. The Kraken Impact was creating so much space. Even though they retouched, the reset was right there too. And then the Eye of Agamotto focus on Terra, who had already just got out of that turret form, it looked like. Just focusing down on that backline, preventing the setup from coming in to the Punisher at the very end.
From the brink of collapse. I mean, just incredible job, SHROUD-X there. Like I said, 3rd time's the charm. You know, the first couple didn't land. That's the one that matters, and they got the job done. 1-1. I mean, God, could these playoffs be any closer, Vicky? This is insane.
You guys see this? I heard my cat cry.
So good. I'm taking notes. For anybody watching at home right now, we have been watching peak Marvel Rivals play since like 7 p.m. East Coast time. Where have you been? Welcome to the circus, because this is great on taking notes on how to coordinate together as a team to re-engage within your own respective ranked games as we get started with our 3rd round on our first map.
Yeah, I felt like we interviewed Flats last week. Like, this has been 4 hours of chaos and not one wanted to show for it. Craziness as we get yet again the portal coming out again. 100 Thieves don't have Doctor Strange. They've been banned from it there. Now they take the high ground here. Little Obi-Wan v Anakin action. Vision throwing in the pokes there from the Thorns. We've got the Vision v Delina show. And right now, SHROUD-X, even though they used the ults to get the last point, they still have more.
Vision being a bit of a problem right now. We saw that within the 1v1 duel between Delena, who has the Goddess of Death ready to go, as both of these teams just play ring around the rosy behind that one wall of cover.
Dongman 2 is just playing way better this round and not going as aggressive. We've got the Terra ult, the special coming out. He's got the Final Judgment. That cloak bubble can stop a lot, but it can't stop Final Judgment. But what?
Oh my God, Terra! Chat, were you guys able to see how much damage Terra did? Do you guys know how much he did? I wasn't paying attention because the cat was being cute.
Practice out here, bullseye as it hits its mark. The eternal bond to try to contest that, keep everybody alive as SJP keeps their feet planted together on this point. And this is important for 100 Thieves too, to just force that stagger as they take out another version of Nut.
38,000 damage? Fuck, bro. Fuck.
I mean, this man is just, he can take out the Avengers by himself. We're seeing it right now in live 4K. Probably not 4K, but close to it. Vision now coming with the team. The Lanterns are out early. TTK goes up. He goes down. Another great block there as Eternal Bond's coming out to keep the teams both alive. They've been on this on point, syncing these together here. Delina almost getting that pick, but Doom coming down with the crack.
Oh, nice hook.
Instead, trying to get the reset, and it's unable to connect, and it's so close, Vicky.
Off the grapple there, too. You think he could hold forward just a little bit, and then you're met with Vinny in that next corner. The Meteor just trying to find over to the sliver of the pixel of that backline. Does not find it here, and instead Terra will have another Final Judgment coming into this next fight.
Groot's gonna have to do something big here. Impunity. He's gonna have to hit a fat ult here.
And if it was, I would have lost my mind here. Look at Terra with the
Another fucking ult by Terra. Jesus Christ, dude. This guy has ult on cooldown, chat.
Pushing the pressure out, and right now it's not even E-limbs, it's just pressure winning the fight.
Is it fair to call it a Final Judgment when you have Judgment after Judgment? The Kraken, though, the Doomed coming in with the 3K, not even with a Kraken. He's about to approach having that ultimate. It's Vision dealing so much of that damage output, and Doom just being the finishing blow.
Who needs a Kraken impact when you got three?
This Terra guy, bro.
I mean, dude, go.
Jesus Christ.
He's like, Jarvis, clip that. I know I'm not Iron Man, but get the job done. Great job there for Nuck, though. Both strategists ults online. Terra's at 10%, which means, you know, he's probably, what, 15 seconds away from having his. And then TTK's got the Meteor in.
Two big ults to look at. Re-engaging here when you have 85% on the point in progress and in favor of 100 Thieves. Harvey too with the Eternal Bond coming up shortly. SJP, we know that Loki gets that ult so quickly as they try to take a much more roundabout approach into this next point.
You good?
Here comes the turret out and the protection from SJP as we saw before. All the ults in favor of SHROUD-X. If they can get a pick early, 100 Thieves is going to look to collapse on it. They've got everything, though. They shouldn't make any. This is kind of where SHROUD-X sometimes can be dicey, but nope. Fidel coming down with it. Oh, can he say live?
Didn't even kill him.
Damn. That's going to keep the momentum there, and now Nuck can now use theirs, and here it goes, and Dogman is going to show the return instead.
What a block by TTK as well. Barely on that shield. Good shit.
Perfect time. Also, huge play from Vinny to try to force out that Eternal Bond.
Oh, and missed it. Oh, wait, he hit one person.
The Kraken Vision once again on fire. The dynamic duo between Doomed and Vision to find the first two picks.
Insane perfection by both teams, but somebody has to break it. Right now, it's 100 Thieves, 63% to
Terra has his ult again, chat. This is fucking crazy.
Just gets the most important picks when needed, and great answer to what has been a dominant SJP on Loki. Not right now.
Ooh.
Delena looked
Hey, SHROUD-X is looking like a really good team. I thought this was going to be like a 100-0, 100-0.
Nice little stagger, and already trying to approach the 85% mark from 100.
What's up, guys?
When you're on it, you're on it. Look at that beautiful grapple.
No way.
Into my goodness. The elim there on TTK. Now Vinny just trying to get in here to get the ult, and he's going to combine with Terra. Can they get a job with only two as TTK is out of the map? Vision, though, is going to get the trade on Delina. This is going to be close.
Okay, you made it.
Finally taken down by Impunity. It's looking good for SHROUD-X. There's no portal. This is it. Strange is banned.
100 Ds, bro. They're selling, chat. GG's.
SHROUD-X is moments away. They get map 1. Are you kidding me?
No Doctor Strange recontest here. SHROUD-X and Vision specifically went crazy with impunity to hold down the fort in favor of SHROUD-X.
What the hell? What timeline are we in right now of this playoffs? It has just been the multiverse. We're in a different. We're not in 616. 616. If you're a Marvel fan, you get it. Just know that we are definitely not in the ordinary in these matches. Nothing but the 2-0 show in the group stage. It's been full out. Every team sending everything they have for LAN. Look at Terra, 50K. He does it again. 16 eliminations, but it's not enough. It's a team game, team effort, and SHROUD-X came up on top.
Terra had 16 final hits and 50,000 damage.
Shaking up out here, you know.
The other Cloak and Dagger had almost 80,000 healing. Chat, there's no fucking way. There is no way that 100 Thieves is losing.
Assist out here too, like. Talk about the output that we're currently
The games that have been happening today have been absolutely fucking crazy, bro.
Root specialist himself, Vinny, literally down to the wire and making these adjustments too with the Bucky.
I'm just like laughing. Like, that's all I can say about these stats and performances. Yeah, you said it best. Vegas would have been destroyed here just because the brackets and pick'ems have been in shambles ever since game 1 started with Decky.
Boba is scaring me. Why? What's up?
Guys, there's a
Boba's just on my desk doing like 360s and 720s.
And 100,
Bro,
100 Thieves
there is, if I was Terra,
guys, I can't, I talk
if I was Terra and I lost this after this performance, chat, I'm swinging. I'm swinging.
It's the underdog story that's telling the tale.
Yeah, good shit. Yeah, Battlefront was like $4, dude, which is crazy.
Unbelievable. SHROUD-X, they win a big one. They've got another to get the job done.
And I think what this also further highlights is what just a few days of extra practice does for a team. To figure things out, coming out of the group stage, seeing what you have to do differently. Of course, you're playing on the latest patch here too, but just working into those strengths, it's just allowed these teams to do a complete turnaround as we take a look at the MVP. Fidel out here, 78.4 thousand healing.
Yeah, he's jumping on my desk
like
and then jumping off.
The bronze, silver, and gold rank games out there. 78Ks, that's just insanity. And the perfection of plays.
Yeah, I saw there was a hardcore. They're gonna do a hardcore wipe before the release of Tarkov, which is pretty cool. I haven't been playing. I haven't played Tarkov in like a month and a half, bro.
Not be eliminated.
To be honest with you, I'll probably just wait for like the release of the game.
But to go from triple res to, let's face it, the
what are you doing, crackhead?
Soldier there. I mean,
I should have named you Crackhead. Where did you go?
Feed off SJP.
We also saw like a complete kidnap onto TTK off of Doom getting that grapple
release, not wipe. Releases into the end of the year. Yeah, I'm probably gonna wait until the release of the actual game. They're gonna wipe the game and then they're gonna come out with they're gonna come out with Tarkov. I don't think they're gonna wipe the game and then keep that wipe going into the release of the game. That doesn't make any sense. So you're gonna have a hard wipe, play for probably like a month or two, and then go straight into like the release of the game.
How many times now at this point, guys? Every match is electric. We've got another heater coming at you. 100 Thieves, they get to pick the map. They get to pick the mode. If it's anything like history, I guess it's
I'll probably, we can probably play sometime when there's nothing to do if you want. I haven't played the new update. Apparently it's really good. Love to see you playing. Oh wait, love to see Tarkov you playing. I don't usually stream Tarkov. 100 Thieves, more like 100 throws. Damn. Wait, didn't FlyQuest like 4-0 100 Thieves in the finals? Was that the last game, chat? That's on my second channel, I think. Grand Finals of Marvel Rivals, 100 Thieves versus FlyQuest. FlyQuest, oh, they 3-0'd 100 Thieves. Holy shit, bro, 100 Thieves is not looking good, chat. 100 Thieves is... Bro, if 100 Thieves loses, the lower bracket is going to be FlyQuest, Envy, 100 Thieves. That's a fucking insane lower bracket. That's insane. What's up, Jay? First time here? Yo, what's up? What's up? You called him 100 throws last time? Wait, did I actually call him 100 throws? That's fucking crazy, bro. I can't, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I think I have. I don't know. I think this is the best, like. This is like the best watch party I've ever done. I don't know. These games are so fucking close, and there's a lot of upsets happening, and it's a lot of fun. Wait, he's trying to distract us from making... Oh, from his guarantee. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Bro, the land is... Dude, the land even sounds awesome. Hopefully they invite streamers out, because I would love to go to fucking the first land for Marvel Rivals. That would be sick. That would be sick. Who do you got for Ego and Nemesis? We're about to make another bet. I want to know the odds. Team Nemesis against Ego. I think I have Team Nemesis against Ego. No offense to Ego. Bro, you gotta, come on, Gasklin. I need you to make an all-star team. Go. I'm gonna make, I can't cast as well. I'm not a caster. Dude, casting is so fucking hard. I don't have the... I can't. You get $1 million, but every time you touch a keyboard, it meows. Are you taking the deal? Fuck yeah, I am. Shit, give me $1 million. I'll never touch a keyboard again. I'd become a controller player. Is there going to be a European Ignite? There is a European, yeah, it's called EMEA, and it usually happens in the beginning. This is the NA side. This is the NA games. NA games start around 7 o'clock EST. I believe if you're in the Europe starts around 17 CEST. I don't know what that time is for you. I just know that's my 11 a.m. So yeah, we did co-stream those games. Those games were very early.
What's going on, guys, and welcome back to match 200 Thieves.
Who's meowing? Look, this cat is on crack,
just
bro.
Like we saw Doom,
he's literally climbing my chair.
The map selection, Vicky, it's the crack.
Did Necros team play today?
Ooh. We've seen Wakanda open up. Second map, what'd I say? Yggdrasil's Path? Hey, guess
yeah,
what?
Who's going to break the news to him, chat? That Necros' team lost like a month ago.
Play into your strengths with the way that we're currently seeing the series go the distance already. Like, you talked about that healing output that we're seeing from Fidel. You have to consider on the other side, Terra just outputting.
What the fuck? He just jumped on my back and tried to climb me.
In the span of 1 minute, putting
his
in so
fucking
much
claws went into me.
Works hand in hand into helping out these strategists.
Insanity, as one group of friends was mutants, formed the 100 Thieves, the 100
Do I
Thieves
feel
dream
bad
team,
about
and they're
it?
all together. And the other, SHROUD-X. This is Shroud
Does
being the
Boba feels bad. Bro, he put his claws into me.
Guys, and then
The
just
fuck?
that they can rise up
Oh,
as they've done
Boba,
so
are you
now.
sad
As we go
because I
into
screamed?
round
I'm
2 here,
sorry.
starting off with a big ban. Emma being banned on each side.
No surprise over there. We're gonna see a protect on, okay, the Magneto first here. I was thinking maybe we've been seeing some swap ups in trying to prioritize a lot of the vanguards here. Do we try to keep the Terra Punisher out here? We trying to switch things up a little bit now, looking at the lack of flyers.
Absolutely. Here once again, they don't want to deal. They'll take the land. They don't want the air. Terra, they don't want to deal with the Human Torch who has carried game after game. Getting rid of that, they're saving the Magneto. Dongman doing an amazing job, honestly, that last match.
Yes.
And definitely a bit better than the group stage where we left off. Wolverine being banned. Terra, no wool for you as well, but Punisher being banned in reverse. Same bans and same duelist bans at that.
Okay, for a note, protecting the Cloak and Dagger once again, I believe here too. And yeah, Dogman, you highlighted just a really big highlight. Denying the opportunity for him to Doctor Strange, though, was something that we had to look at. I'm wondering here on the other side if we're going to see that again.
Yeah, we've got the Cloak and Dagger, the Cloak and Dagger save. Love that. Well played here. The Loki ban into it would definitely, you know, Nuck just is such a sensational player on the other side there, and does get banned after all. Does get the ban, so going to change things up a bit. That is going to open up Human Torch to them if they want to go that route. They're saving Loki, though, which honestly, I think they're fine after the Bucky Barnes show we just watched.
Yeah, definitely agree. Okay. Looking very similar in terms of the safety picks here in favor for 100 Thieves. And then on the other side, it's, again, very similar, just minus the fact that now you won't have Loki on board if you're looking at SHROUD-X.
Yeah, I mean, this is awesome. I mean, it's so tough now because you lose essentially a full team fight when Strange is not there. We've seen that time after time. I think, I believe it was FlyQuest Tech, and we saw 3 team fights, almost 4 before that first point got taken on Yggdrasil. So no Strange there is going to definitely shut down what they want to do. TTK flashing Magneto. I think there's some anger there. He wants to play Strange. He loves that Eye of Agamotto, the big setup, the big potential. But hey, you know what?
Does anyone have a clip of him jumping
with the Master of Magnetism?
And this digs into what we've been mentioning within the last 2 series. These target bands specifically, TTK is known for that Doctor Strange. Obviously, the Magneto too. TTK in general is a fantastic player, but taking away that Doctor Strange as we get to see how tight our chat preds are looking like. Chat, how are you guys feeling? Because this, we are in it for the long run. Cozy and I, we have been ready, strapped in for the ride that we get to witness.
Okay, I'm back, sorry.
And they still have 100 Thieves coming in.
5 hours thus far, and this has been our closest prediction yet of today, 55 to 45. It's razor thin with 100 Thieves having slight crowd favor, but that doesn't matter. What matters is right here, right now.
Thank God it didn't start while I was like...
On the offense, SHROUD-X electing to go
Super Pops, appreciate massive tier 3 for 43 months, my friend. Are you still here? As Clap Ninja, appreciate massive 26 months. Just a casual random, appreciate massive prime sub as well.
On this Ultron with no Loki, where Loki gets
appreciate it,
so
M2 Love.
Quick, you won't be able to have these quicker resets as the first pick is onto Impunity.
Yeah, and honestly, SHROUD-X could have avoided better that first match. They're going to have to do the exact same here. Impunity went crazy on the grid. They're matching Vinny's play, but Dongman and him going down together. That first hold, first of the 3 going down to Terra and the shotgun.
Terra's upset. I feel like there's just anger radiating through the computer right now, and Terra is locked in. I mean, you saw the damage output coming out of Terra.
Terra's fucking locked, chat.
We had right there, too, from the Punisher as we get the portal back in.
Yeah, again, Terry he doesn't ask why, he just asks how many he needs to eliminate. You can feel the anger on his side as there we go, we got the portal, but oh my gosh, the opening from Vinny right into the Terra final judgment. This is gonna spell disaster and a graveyard as Terra goes for 1, 2, make it 3, 4, it's a team wipe.
But we're going to stop him.
Didn't know Punisher was working the lawnmower, literally mowing down the rest of this team with a follow-up off of the group hug from Vinny on the Groot. And that was with not just looking on, right? You had the Eternal Bond, but there isn't really much you could do in a situation like that when you're caught.
Yeah, Terra 5% to ult. He'll be having ult here any second now. And then we've got, I mean, Terra bringing bullets to a hero fight. They all have superpowers. Doesn't matter. He's still one. Doom now switching over to... This torch is going to be interesting here, especially with Terra. Can he get the pressure on him?
Terra and Delena, right? With, you know, the goddess of death out here, too. Being on that Hela as the follow-up, just trying to keep the sustainability with these eternal bonds. Here comes the meteor, though, right through the invisible boundary to get line of sight, cutting off the
TTK is insane for being a controller player on against all these PC players.
I've watched hundreds of maps of 100 Thieves into Yggdrasil and they play this map to pure perfection. Look at Vinny. The whole team is playing angry. Guess what? They're all together to talk about this in person. They are going lights out. I mean, you can see it there on the new player feed that we have down there. Just seeing these guys' reaction, their calm coolness. They're upset they dropped that first map and they're looking to make things tied up.
I can't tell if Vinny's upset or calm and collected, literally holding forward. I heard that if your forehead touches the screen, you'll just end up playing better. Just a gamer tip right there too. Or better gamer cheer out here as well as you control some of his open sight lines here specifically as Terra is on this turret.
Yeah, Terra describes himself as just a man from Canada, but my goodness, he's
wait, did you guys see that? I'm pretty sure that tornado that was his ult was moving on the cart.
We've got ourselves sunny skies with a chance of fire tornadoes as he's trying to get a pick early, but right now it's just space making as the team's getting backed up.
And at the fire extinguisher, because now you also worry about Terra now activating the last judgment over to the other side, forcing SHROUD-X to wrap
I've never
around
seen
and
the moving tornado before.
Sight that is this judgment. Also the protection, the following up, and the space control from TTK, who also has that meteor.
Now forget Vanguard for space making. I mean, Terra does it best there with the final judgment, forcing the full team to rotate there. But Impunity does get the trade on the tree versus Vinny.
Oh, both guys are playing Magneto ulting. That's funny. TTK got the kill though.
It's TTK as the lantern and just keep the team alive. 400 Thieves.
And a little bit of revenge for Vinny, who was sent down at the hands of Impunity, who, by the way, also had that prison entanglement. Terra is able to find Vision following up right afterwards, and it's just controlling more of this space through this internal bond. The invisible boundary, too, at least coming in for Fidel with no worry of another meteor from TTK after he had just used it.
Yeah, right now, a little bit of a mess here. SHROUD-X has got to get themselves together. I don't even know if they're going to be able to get to this point. They should definitely be able to get here. They've got enough ults now. They can maybe combine the group hug with the fire tornadoes. They've also got Kraken Impact, so they have plenty at their disposal. But the meteors are ticking down, and here comes Supernova Doom throwing it down on SJP and the Loki. Meteors ticking by here. Maybe they're going for backhand. Terra
is Torch the play here?
I
think Torch can work.
Now you get to mow down through all these wooden walls in front of you. 99 wood cutting in favor for Terra.
99 wood cutting. Fucking A.
Fear the wood.
An old school RuneScape reference. Let's get it.
Blow onto Vision, who thought they could finally see, but Terra is still alive on this point.
The Kraken Impact was about to make an impact, but no, it ended up being Terra. He goes inside the small room, and out comes.
It looks like 100 Thieves came out to actually play, chat.
It's freaking insane.
It looks like they actually came out here to play.
It looks like he was dancing a little bit, just like side by side, lips pursed right now. I love that we have these player camps. It's been my favorite addition going into playoffs.
They just don't move. They're just so calm, cool, collected here as Terra just, you know, eliminates them down like dominoes here. W keys held on, and for SHROUD-X, it's the S just trying to keep this momentum. It was trying to change the momentum. Turret's gonna make it tough to do that. TTK moving in. If we look at the ults, he's got that Meteor Am. They can combine that with the Goddess of Death here. And SHROUD-X, they've only got Fidel. Now Nuck, they got both strategists ults to respond.
They're gonna try to approach, so creating the path.
Vinny on Groot is crazy. Yeah, Vinny on Groot is it is insane. But what's even really crazy to me is that Vinny's on Groot, and on top of that, Terra is on the Punisher. So if they combo ults, they're basically gonna get fucking mowed down. And Delena on the Hela, he's one of the best Helas. So.
Yeah, it's Terra time. You know, check the watch because it's here, and my goodness, what an absolute. You only need really Vinny and him to get the full team wipe, and the precision and the accuracy and the calm, cool collectedness. Now, as they push these turrets down, this is the last hope for SHROUD-X. They've got 2 minutes left to defend.
They're here, synonymous to Earth, and putting them in the ground on this Punisher too. The eternal bond is to help create the path thing here, as Fidel falls so incredibly low, cannot stay alive. They try to come out with the res composition, the change up from SHROUD-X, but it may be too little too late, as 100 Thieves hold them back once again to get this to the finish line.
Damn.
It just absolute anger, perfection.
Damn.
Exactly what you want if you're a 100
Well, I gotta see something here, chat.
Frankly, that hold wasn't even close, unfortunately.
I gotta see something.
Against SHROUD-X, they can respond. They're gonna have to do an insane job at it, but 100 Thieves got to pick them out. This is their home court.
So Shroud's team can't play Emma or.
All right. They were able to also wrap around, deal with what they needed to do.
Wait, 100 Thieves banned Emma Frost,
try to pull out something differently with a
Human Torch, Wolverine, and that's actually a really smart ban, the Doctor Strange ban, so they can't portal back and whatnot.
Being on the turret and also cycling through those
but no Punisher.
That meteor at the end.
Yeah, I like these slight adjustments.
Terra is 37-0 with 16 final hits.
24K and 16
what the fuck, bro? Oh, SJP as well is 30-0.
For Terra, 37-0. Frontline, backline, he's the headlines. Insane.
Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong thing. I should be over here.
From SHROUD-X, they're going to try something different. Doom maybe going in the backline a bit more, trying to get rid of him. Instead, forget the strategist. Take down the Punisher.
I mean, when the Punisher has 16 final hits and hasn't died, by the way, SJP nor Terra have gone down once.
Jesus
I would love to get a
Christ,
final judgment counter on the screen, because we had seen that so many times. At one point, Terra had like 90% still left for an ultimate at the very end, and we just saw that.
Absolutely. Here now we've got the inverse. Now Terra trying to get those turret action on SHROUD-X.
Hey, now you're
their offense approach and what they can do. We've seen this team pull it together, and quickly as Doom now trying to get that early shotguns and get that cook. And Doom is going to maybe take this back right now. Yes, he is going to take the back flank, see if he can get himself a pick.
The last game was really close, but SHROUD-X ended up taking the W. Those are very close games.
Still just trying to deal with Delena, who is literally one shot, by the way. Doom splitting more of that attention from the backlines of 100 Thieves while still also focusing on their frontliners.
Yeah, great job there and just trying to farm up what they can of the ult poke here. SJP getting closer, 68%. Harvard to follow. Fidel and Nuck are about in the same spot here as Vision throwing down and getting those firewalls up to push this team back.
Is it Mad?
To see if he can
no, it can't be Mad Numb. MD Numb. Appreciate the massive Prime sub, my friend. How do you say your name?
Great that Human Torch can do
appreciate
here
it,
rivals, and they are getting their space here.
SJP is going to ult first, of course, having that God of Mischief just as quick, being on that Loki before now creating that path, allowing 100 Thieves to play all the way up on this defense before backing away as SHROUD-X may need to look at some changes here before trying to dive right back in. They do have 3 ultimates to work with.
Yeah, they've got the strategist ult. You know, Harvey can match that. Vinny's gonna be able to throw in the group hug. You know, Meteor M. Oh man, yeah, Meteor M can definitely get some usage here against Terror, who is at 91%. Now, Impunity though with the big pick on.
I really like that they added player
cams.
cams.
This is their window to make the difference here, but Vinny Delena get the trade off instead. Terror to ult. Dogman deciding he's gonna save that Meteor M for the defense, but instead they're gonna let this team fight kind of work itself out.
It's the fact that Terror just controls so much space and Respect, trying to back away as the focus of the butterflies come
nice,
into and
nice butterfly, nice.
Doesn't get the target onto Terra, but still forces the rest of 100 Thieves back.
Honestly, perfection there, not having to use a lot of their ult economy either, but here it is. Dogman's got to nail this. He's nailed some in the tournament, but he's also
no, bro, come on, man.
I got a little scared when that shield went
Come
down,
on, man. That looked like
of that choke here. As we see another meteor now. This time.
Wow, what the hell? Wait, I didn't even see that guy. That guy was invisible, was he not?
All the way around, ring around the rosy. As Vision also has to now completely kite away to the rest of SHROUD-X, but doesn't get away on time. As 100 Thieves, they re-engage successfully, leaving only a minute and 30 seconds on the clock for SHROUD-X.
TTK showing how it's done with the LeBron slam on what I think was the invisible Doom.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He should have. I think he got that. He could have got that cloak, but he kind of like waited too long.
65% might as well be 100 at this point. Doom trying to go up. He has 74. We've got Cap pushing in now. Nuck can follow with the invisible boundary, and here is the Grudel.
Grudel coming in, the strangling prison, the freeze though onto Vinny, the follow-up from Delena, who's about to have the dance of butterflies. Here comes another
oh no, it blew, bro, it blew.
Just Terror coming in with the protection off the Magneto bubble on top of the final judgment. You get enabled by the pathing of the Eternal Bond. Who's tickling me from behind?
I feel like I need to lower my sensitivity.
On this Ultron.
That's what I'm witnessing right here, chat.
We're kind of seeing the same song and dance as we did in the group stage. Unfortunately, cannot get those to connect. Those would be huge, but the bubble bursts, and so does SHROUD-X on that fight. 30 seconds left, and right now it's looking like all 100 Thieves looking inevitable on their home court.
Don't worry, you can ban that Doctor Strange. A lot stronger when you take a look at domination. But here on map number 2, it's a different look as we get the nice little side-by-side from.
Wait, he doesn't see him in the trees, chat. He doesn't see him in the trees. He actually doesn't see him in the trees. That's fucking insane. He doesn't see him in the fucking trees.
Now, as Delena pushing it, SJP able to keep things alive for them. Doom, though, this is a huge pick if they can get it done. TTK does not get the connection. That opens up the window here. And can they get Vision to get an important... Oh, man, unable to get the connection there either, as Fidel now keeping the team alive. Doom's gonna have to make the most of this dance of the butterflies. The Psylocke ult, he's coming from the top, going to the bottom, activates the ult, does not connect, they're spreading it, but they do get the follow-up on SJP into Terra, and at this point, Vicky, they could get the job done in overtime.
When Vision was hiding,
nice play by SHROUD-X. Hey, at least they capped and didn't get full health. 100 Thieves can't touch as well. They don't have a teleporter. They banned Strange for them. So, unfortunate.
To allow SHROUD-X to at least get to his first checkpoint.
They're both digging in, clawing back, throwing haymakers, and the battle continues. Nothing left there but instinct, grit, and the job was done there from SHROUD-X. I think as we look at Dogman just looking completely composed here as they head into the second point.
And Lena just could not find Vision there. And even with Nook going down, almost having that invisible boundary, you now
I've been experimenting on how to make Strange good in ranked, and it's ban Emma. They ban Emma and ban Wolf.
Delena also trying to approach alongside with Terra now.
Yeah, but I feel like there's all...
Yeah, here as now
I feel like there's a lot of other characters you need to ban though, like flying characters.
Trying to get around this corner. Here comes Johnny, but instead it's Tara. Look at them come around the backside here, and Vision now trying to get a pop off. They have an extermination. Will they pop it now as the dance of butterfly comes out from Delina, looking for a pick, does not succeed, trying now to escape. And at this point, everybody hanging on to all great patience there. Nuck throwing down the internal bond. Vision pushing back. Dogman with another meteor M can make a huge connection here.
Gotta look as scary as John Nicholson from the shiny LeBron dunk on dunk here. The extermination out from
Vision. There was no dunks there. There was no dunks there.
Who still can not find this number onto Vision? Vision constantly has been able to get away with playing much more.
Imagine waking up one morning and going, I'm gonna name my org 100 Thieves. 100 Thieves is a fucking sick name, bro. What?
Left here and able to get luckily Delina there, but the internal bond coming out just at the right time from SJP. Now pushing forward, Vinny backing up a bit. They do have the integral person here. Doom, this is going to be a major dance of butterflies. Can he get this backline? Can he get the job done? They also have a Fate of Both Worlds. Here it is. Here's the backline hit. It's going to force the lanterns, but he does get the pick on Delina.
Even with the lanterns out and about from SJP, Delina going out first is huge with the impact that Delina's had on the damage output alongside with Tara, who, by the way, has another judgment. And Harvey close to that eternal bond just to help enable Tara here.
Look at that. I love this combo, chat. I love this combo more than Groot anymore. All you do is just Punisher ult into the Groot ult. They're all standing still, and you just fucking mow them down. I love it.
Who's counting? But precisely 1 trillion bullets right into the heads, right into the domes there, unfortunately, for SHROUD-X. And again, that's all it takes for this team. Little Vinny, little Tara, deadly duo here. SHROUD-X, though, they've got 11 seconds. The portal, they're going to go in with the Meteor M. They've got the extermination as well. They can do this.
Re-engagement coming in as well here. Dogman with the Meteor, Vision with the extermination. Tries to find it smart. The lamps have come out at the perfect time just for that quick reset. You still have to look to the other side. We're losing out on impeding.
Nice fade. Who was that? Harvey. What a nice fade, dude. Holy shit.
And it's TTK that plants their feet. King of the hill on this Magneto. Try to target.
What a fucking fade, dude.
Hold back SHROUD-X.
Absolute insane timing there from Harvey to keep the team alive from Dogman. Finally going to connect on a huge ultimate and the slam down from the Meteor M. I mean, that looks all like 100 Thieves. I saw Vinny at one point, and I swear the scowl, I could feel it from here. Just anger as Tara shoots the grenade launcher, and the stats show and rain down a casual. Let's see what the stats hold up on the damage there as we go 1-1 with these teams. Every match so far, Vicky, is a 2-1.
Does that say 54-1, chat? 50 is that guy 54-1 in this fucking tournament for $3 million? 40-4, 44-2, 54-1.
Was disappearing. It looked like a skittle with the way that it was
54-1, 24 final hits, 43,000 damage.
What you have to do, you have to enable the key players to your chess.
3,000.
You have to be able to get the checkmate if you can as quickly as possible, and at least you do.
This guy is literally, he's smurfing in a fucking tournament.
Is insane. Like, what? You might be asking yourself, why don't they just ban Punisher? Clearly, he's been popping off. Here's the thing. No
Wait, here's the thing.
They lost to Nemesis in a reverse sweep to Human Torch, just caring for that team. And Tara can also play Torch. And so they don't want to lose that way. So you can only, you got to pick something here. They're going to be picking
54 and fucking 1 in a tournament, chat.
Tara could play
God
but
damn,
right now,
bro. That guy's looking like me out there if I was in the tournament.
Back to back too, because even though they didn't take that first map, like Tara was still the problem. That's what we were wondering, you know.
Like look at that.
Doctor Strange, the re-engagement on more of these Dom map ones.
What do you mean delusional, bro? If I was in this tournament, those are the same numbers I'd be dropping, but two times better, chat. I'd be 102
you have to consider when
and
it comes
one
to
death
dealing with a Punisher.
Yeah, and how much can you focus on one player too?
100,000 damage.
Like they're already trying to take some attention that direction anyway, and so it's like
what do you mean
can't
so
wholly
delusional?
The game, and we're about to, I'm sure, get even more here as we're just looking at the Tara highlight reel. And Vinny, honestly, nice to see him kind of come back into form. I would say.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. This guy's fucking insane.
In the group stage, maybe wasn't there all the way. Definitely has come back more into form there as we look at Tara. Just a kid from Canada.
Yo, Jeff OTP69. I appreciate the massive prime sub, my friend. Appreciate it.
Eyes locked in for land, but who can do it? Is it SHROUD-X or 100 Thieves? Vicky.
It's nonchalant. It's just nonchalant vibes here from Tara, looking at the player cams as well.
Jesus Christ.
With one more map to go in the best of of 3.
Did chat hear that? I don't think so. Chat, did you guys hear that?
It depends on how we're gonna see.
I think I just shit myself.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the game is spoken of there. Again, SHROUD-X, they get to pick the map. Typically, I've seen them now, what, 5 times? Like, when they pick the map, they go Araco. They've been doing that a lot. They like that map. They
Yo,
like the way
Sky,
they
appreciate the maps in 29 months, my friend. How you doing? How you
strong
doing?
against them, though, so I don't know if they figured out a new strategy or what they want to try to pull off there. 100 Thieves, I mean, man, just keep doing what you're doing. Obviously, you know, they barely lost that domination, too. They're playing with anger, vengeance. They're all together here. This is going to be one of the... We've seen some crazy game 3s. This might be one of the craziest, guys. Match number 3 is about to be underway. Don't go anywhere. Quick.
Okay. So this is done, chat. I want to see... Emily sent me the video. I want to see if it shows up. Okay. Okay, Boba's right there. Boba's being really cute. Boba jumps back down on the... okay. Oh, you can barely see it. You can see it on the right side where like Boba grabs me. You see my shirt like move. Ready? Look. You see it like barely. Look at this shit, chat. Ready? We're gonna go to 0.25. Look at my shirt move before I even move. Look right here. Look, it starts moving and then. Do you see him run away? No, he dipped. God damn, bro. That fucking cat jumped on my back and that hurt. All I felt was like a fucking claw go straight into my back, bro. That shit hurt. Get him a jungle gym? No. Oh, now he's tired and now he's sleeping. I'm playing that the next season is good. For what? Marvel Rivals? When is the next season? Days, 2 weeks? Hold on, I'm trying to see. Alright. Wait, July 11th? July 11th? Alright. Friday. Just completely never allowed Dive to be good in this game, and we are good in triple support. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen, bro. I don't think that's gonna happen. There's a lot of anti-dive characters though. You have the Thing, you have Emma Frost, you have a. I think there's a lot of anti-dive. Look, check me. In 2 seconds. My baby boy. Wait, I don't know. I've heard that the next character is not played. I wonder what the next character is. Don't they usually like try to hint or give us hints at like what the next characters are? Like the Fantastic Four. They said the Fantastic Four was next, so they gave us like the 2 characters and the next 2 characters. Next character is Jean Grey? Wait. Didn't the movie come out for Quicksilver? So wouldn't it be like Quicksilver?
What's going on, guys, and welcome back to match 3. Our third of the day is SHROUD-X versus 100 Thieves. The break is over, Vicky, and for one of these teams, the upper bracket.
Also, technically, they do have Doom in the game. They have Doom. I know they have Doom, and they have
we were overdue, honestly, and it's all being made up here.
They have Doom, and they have what's that other guy that was sleeping? Chat, Blade.
You gotta get rid of the Punisher. You have to get rid of the. But is it a lose-lose situation? Like Terra is just also just insane on other heroes.
Yeah, I mean the man can play it all, and we've seen time and time again these match 3s. All teams just leaving it all on the line here. 100 Thieves, I've talked to many of their players, and they want to make land so bad, or maybe, just maybe SHROUD-X gets
there. Is no model for Doom. There is Doom. Doom is in the game. Doom 2099 or some shit. You see him in the game. That's a Doom bot. Same shit, bro. Maybe put that bot into the fucking game.
The map, Vicky, and would you believe? It's gonna be Wakanda.
Okay, Holodonia coming in. We got moving on to the convergence side of things, as we already just saw Convoy for map number 2. And this is the pick and ban phase, where things really need to be reevaluated right now.
Yeah, we're gonna see if they change it up. It's always been Human Torch right here. We're gonna see if they indeed.
Bro, just buff Widow's damage by 10 for one season, and it would be the funnest season ever.
Which is just out of order.
Says no one ever.
Thus far here, the save gonna be going to Magneto for Dongmin again. Oh, sorry, we're on 100 Thieves going for TTK. They're swapping it.
Okay, chat. How much money do you guys think SHROUD-X is not gonna ban Punisher?
Magneto again, no surprise. It's the it's the Wolverine v Wolverine ban though from both sides. I like this.
Yeah, they're switching sides. SHROUD-X has been on top there, but now they've both got.
Oh, they both banned Punisher.
Are we taking to the skies this time around? Is that what we're gonna see here? As
they both banned Punisher.
Also, really helping them out.
You'd watch SHROUD-X here, because if they
Bro, I've carried you on Widow, man. Shut up. Okay, you carrying me on Widow does not mean that Widow is gonna be a fun character if they buffed her. No.
Ban on Vinny.
Fuck Widow.
I was not expecting that.
Okay, that's interesting right now too, because are we going to save the Loki Luna here?
I am a hit scan player, and I don't even think Widow's fun.
On the other side.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just right away, them having Loki Luna is going to be insane. They're going to save the Strange. I actually like this pick for this map. It's going to help them out a ton, and just gives you that one extra shot on a very hard map to cap here. Last ban coming from 100 Thieves. And they're getting rid of Loki, so no nuck on Loki. And this is, man, this is quite the big ban phase, quite the difference.
Saving Doctor Strange.
Okay, I want to see what Terra is not gonna play Punisher, obviously, because he's banned, so he goes to the Human Torch.
This also just opens up the gates here for 100 Thieves. We know Vinny on that thing, Delena hovering over that Ultron, TTK, as strong as we've seen TTK on the Doctor Strange, even stronger in Magneto in this current meta.
Yeah, funny enough, I was just about to say.
What's more satisfying than hitting a one-tap, hitting 2 one-taps? You getting one-tap consent to spawn.
When they have the flyers available, but we haven't seen that so much from 100 Thieves. So
I play Overwatch, bro. I played Overwatch and seen fucking Widow terrorize lobbies. Listen. Also, I love playing Widow actually, but I don't like playing Widow in this game. This game, I just don't think it's good.
With the supernovas, but we're gonna find out the story very quick here. This first point usually tells a good chunk of the story. It was 55 to 45% prediction-wise. Look at what momentum does.
All right, you saw that, by the way, in the very back, the Preds coming in from chat, 75% in favor here for 100 Thieves. The crowd is rallying behind them, but SHROUD-X
will I still get the Emma drops even when the magic drops are active instead?
Oh, no. Oh, okay. Well,
when you finish the magic drops, you will get the Emma drops.
This works in favor.
You have to finish the magic drops first.
I was about to say, Fidel just farming at this point, but hey, in return, Delena already up to 23%. Nothing's even happened so far. They're going to take the point to the portal to the point to use it as a faux wall here. Kind of an awkward angle on the staircase there for the team, but they get things figured out here. Not the start you exactly want here as Vinny's going in with the Venom.
With the Reds composition coming out from SHROUD-X, as well as Terra taking to the sky.
Nice play by Terra. Holy shit, this guy's goated on a lot of characters.
Try to get away, but this is what the
I hate this character as well. I
these resets to try to
hate this character.
Yeah, you give Terra one of the best duelists, especially right here, right now, in Ignite, and he's going to ignite and explode. Flame on, game on. You've got Terra throwing it out here, but immediately Fidel already with the Eternal Bond, and the 100 Thieves won't have anything to match it yet. They need to win this part of the fight.
For looking on the other side, Delena still putting in a little bit of that poke pressure being on this Ultron. You talk about winning this fight, you talk about the damage output. Vinny, literally a pixel of health, managing to stay alive for now too, while the rest of SHROUD-X just try to hold 100 Thieves over to that other side.
Yep, but it's that time. We have Delena now with Extermination, putting the pressure right back at him. And at this point, we have essentially a triple res comp coming from Shroud.
Tomorrow the tournament starts at the same time, right, chat?
As high as possible. Doom throwing out the big damage, and into it, we've got SJP's Eternal Bond and every other ult to follow.
With the Mantis ultimate, though, they try to re-engage, but they still lost out on Dogman first, and this is with an elongated fight. This is inevitable when it comes to res comp, but the time is ticking away. Yes, you still have 2 minutes on the clock, but they're still trying to struggle on figuring out some of these essential picks.
Yeah, but Harvey's got the ult to counter the legendary here. He's got to try to get a pick early, but they also have TTK to absorb the bullets, and the element gun's unable to get the job done as now TTK goes up. He lands down, and as he does usually, gets the connection. That's a Puny, my bad, on that hit there, and that's what Loki does best, keep the team alive.
Huge first pick onto Dogman, who goes down without even taking advantage of the Eye of Agamotto that he now has. And now the Supernova from Terra, the damage output, yes, they lost out on SJP. They lose out on both strategists. Delena, though, still taking to the skies to help them out, and they will have the Extermination for that re-engagement from SHROUD-X.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, trying to hit that guy is insane. Yo, what's up, Ghostblade? How you doing, my friend? The matches tonight for the EU matches, the EMEA matches were kind of like... Okay, I don't want to say they were boring, but they were like... They were just 2-0s. I think there was like 1-1-2. It was all right. These NA games have been fucking neck and neck every single game. I love these. They're not 2-0s. There was 2-1, 2-1. This is a 2-1 right here. It's going to be a 2-1.
Yeah, no 99 wood cutting needed here. When they get rid of Vinny and Gru, they really have to force to change up their comps and what they try to do here. Vinny now going over to the Thing, trying to figure out a new comp that they can roll with. Delena, obviously crazy on Hella, but flexing a bit into Ultron. Vision, though, has been pretty crazy on Adam from what we saw.
The games have been good. A lot of good upsets, too. A lot of good upsets.
It's going to be Nook leading the rest of SHROUD-X up ahead. You talk about the Eye of Agamotto, though, finds Vinny and Delena instead. Vinny going down is huge because you were building up into that clobbering time. Meanwhile, taking the skies.
Oh, wait, how the hell did he get that kill? Wait, what?
When it matters, finds its mark onto Doom before the reset comes in once again from this res comp.
Threads the needle there on Dogman's shield. He had it perfect, but unable to get the job done. SJP is putting the Eternal Bond out, giving his team all that pressure to push forward here. But in response, we have Fidel doing the exact same. Vision, it's all on him. We saw it with Kurova. You've got Born again, and they can win again if they pull it off correctly. And here we go. We've got Terra throwing it from the sky, the legendary to match, and he can get rid of Terra.
Nice bubble from his teammate to save his
Oh, you talk about
he still died, but it was a nice bubble.
99 fire making instead, putting a shutdown to the Supernova, and then Delena wrapping around with the Extermination. The res now coming in, big plays from Vision, putting a stop to everything Delena just worked for.
Perfect job, as we just saw from the last match 3. We've got a massive res from Vision, even after the Delena triple elim with Extermination. Insane job from SHROUD-X.
Can't believe it. It's just the zombie comp.
Wait, is that an Iron Fist? What the fuck?
Portal, by the way, blocking any choke.
Wait, that double portal is so fucking smart right there in the choke.
I can't see through this. That's even the body block too.
This is insane, turning a white.
Oh my god, chat, are you seeing this? What a fucking block.
As usual, Vinny now swapped to just about every Vanguard in the... Oh, Agamotto with the pressure back. Doom getting that picked on Delena. TTK, though,
TTK with a good, nice.
To Fidel. Massive pick there. 1 minute, 30 seconds left. Doom, though, getting the trade on Vinny, who's going to be the pest that's stolen.
Yasmin, you invented that?
Trying to get the job done. He gets now the ability to stay alive in SJP's Eternal Bond.
And that's with through now Nook and that Mantis ultimate taking to the skies. Doom has been popping off and has not been stopping with the Delena going down next. They have to look behind them.
They probably
Thieves trying to call out the problem that is this
airball
too. Having to wrap around over to the other side, and Terra making these desperate swaps over to the Iron Fist too, building up into that ultimate to then start the re-engagement.
We've got a cheaper town hall showing with Terra here. Now, Vinny, Terra, they're getting the job done. And
wait, did he fuck up and accidentally throw his healing at him?
Before with SHROUD-X, they've got 49 seconds. seconds. They've been wiped. Oh, the good news is they've got their ults ready to go. And
100 Thieves actually holding that is crazy. With the portal trap as well. I thought that portal trap was so fucking smart, and they were going to win the fight because of that.
The duelist Terra, Delena having both of those ultimates here, just trying to see if they can put a stop to this res composition that is SHROUD-X. Now less than 30 seconds on the board for SHROUD-X to get to this next checkpoint.
Yeah, and with that, you've got the Born again. That's going to be so massive for this fight. Again, you can turn a wipe into a win here. Dogman trying to go down, get that Eye of Agamotto. He's got 99 now. It's all the way ready for what could potentially be a huge point-winning ultimate, though. Down to 269. Needs to find his supports. There goes Hella up in the air. Delena raining down the crows. Some blocks from Strange. Vinny, though, getting the pick on Vision. That's exactly what you don't want.
I actually, this is dumb. This is dumb right there. That right there, an Iron Fist being able to jump in the air and kill what do you call it? A Star-Lord is dumb.
As SHROUD-X though find two of these picks, Delena getting sent down, TTK missing out on that meteor. Great coverage though coming in from Fidel to wrap around the other side. And SHROUD-X, when the timing was at the very end, at the very finish line, they're still able to get the checkpoint.
With their backs against the wall, they come out swinging, and I would expect nothing less right now in a match 3 that we've seen today. Great response there, getting back, and even with Vision falling, they got that point. Insane work here. They've got 1 minute and 11 seconds to get the third.
These intense last hit situation games right now.
These matches going to be better. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
But rallying up together, too, is going to be Vinny with the Freedom Charge to help enable the rest of 100 Thieves, and that's because they lost out on SJP. Big first pick in favor for SHROUD-X.
Yeah, SJP going down early, and the good news of not using that Vision, they have it for this fight here now. SJP short walk back. Vision, though, does get the pick on Harvey. Both strategists are out. Terra, though, making the impact he always does with the cracking impact down on Dogman. Vinny to wipe right now. All momentum is through the Vision of Vision, able to just go off as the Golden God.
Oh, that always feels good. That always feels good when you yeet that stun up ahead. You get the sleep, keep them at the choke, and look at the space. That damage output combined together with the Mantis, just damage boosting Doom.
Yeah, beautiful use of that portal there as a semi-wall. At this point, we have 100 Thieves playing the whole roster, trying to counter what they can do here. SJP is using the ult now. What's left in the tank?
This guy went through their whole back to the spawn with his ult.
But to match, SHROUD-X is everything they need. They've got the Resurrection. They've got the Eye of Agamotto that goes out now.
Oh, still being able to find Harvey, though. It's going to be a beautiful follow-up between Fidel as well as Doom. Taking to the skies, Delena finding that last shot onto Fidel before Fidel could even get away. But here's that Born
That's a big ult from Vision. Wait, did he get it off? No, he died. Wow. No, he's alive.
Made a swap at the very end, but it may be too little, too late as a respawn also onto SJP, onto the Loki from the Hella.
Wait, that's actually a massive res by Vision.
Vision got rid of the comeback there from Cloak and Dagger, but unfortunately, 400 Thieves, the momentum cannot be stopped again.
Wow, SHROUD-X actually full capping the whole map. That's good. That's crazy.
We are really going down all the way to the wire with no time to time back. This is
time to sit back down.
Barely getting to the second checkpoint, and that was with them blocking out the choke entrance with the Doctor Strange portals.
It's just the final act of a Marvel movie. Like, how dramatic are these match 3s coming down to every tick of the wire? We could not stretch best of 3s anymore in all of these matchups. These are the top 8 teams in America fighting for land, throwing everything on the line, and boy, are we seeing it.
I just can't even recall at a time that we've seen a day as stacked as today, and just great quality Marvel Rivals play right now. And changes need to be brought on. They almost fully held them back here. If you're looking at 100 Thieves in the way that they played that, but SHROUD-X, they took that momentum and they ran with it. Together with that Mantis Soul Resurgence, they just booted all the way forward.
What did I talk about this week on the podcast? The duo that is doomed in Vision. One of the best 1-2 punches in the game as well, with Terra and Delena. Vision, though, 7 final hits, 11k damage on Adam purely. Doom with 20k on Star-Lord after the recent buff into the triple res comp. Just beauty.
The battle starts in 5, 4.
Let's see on the other side, Terra usually having a lot more of these final hits. Obviously, Punisher not being on the table for them to utilize, being the problem that it was. You made the swap over to the Bucky at the very end. We're going to see here if we can make this play with the portal off the beginning.
You can feel the tension through the screen. Composure, courage, clutch. Who's got it? As the team is portaling in here. And what a start to Linda with a fast pick.
The way that they were able to just rotate right back here and just completely overtake the free real estate that SHROUD-X
I managed the game almost 500,000 experience fishing in 5 hours.
Jumping in from
I caught 12,000 fish on old school RuneScape.
To any
W chat.
shenanigans and attempt.
Multi.
Holy.
What do you call it?
Delina gets the pick early on the
Multi-gaming.
MVP, but Doom just absolutely shows ice in the veins, coming back with the 4. Are you kidding me?
Fishing level?
Doom
I'm
knew
level
that
86 right now.
Basically, Doom had to perform right now. After seeing that last game and how close it was in general, like, this is what we like to see right now if you're Doom. Getting that power up, too, from the Mantis following up together with
I'm just fishing sharks right now at the fishing guild because it's like the easiest thing for me to do right now.
Here,
What level, what rank are you in Rivals? Silver 3.
The barrage is coming in to get rid of those lanterns. One of the best counters to it, but TTK and Terra, the double
A Gascoigne, I don't. It's just like, it's like,
it's Terra and the Kraken impact to put on the show and get the point, and right now it's gonna be tough.
It's like, what do you call it?
Any piece of this, it's going to. Oh, we got the contention.
God, what's
there.
that thing that people with like ADD need to watch when they're watching like YouTube videos that are like boring or some shit, chat? Like something surfers?
Running. It's just a matter of time. Delena gets a finishing blow here, and they finally start getting this payload moving.
Yeah, I mean,
like my brain needs to be doing something. Subway servers, there you go. My brain needs to be doing something.
And it just seems like they just plow through the objective they're trying to get here. At this point, though, now we've got TTK leading the charge with the Sorcerer Supreme here. Fidel does have that ult to counteract and get the space needed. Dogman can get into that with an Agamotto, and the response here, Legendary. They just got SJP just
my
in
brain
time
always needs to be doing something.
Enabling Doom, though, to hold forward just a little bit with the Eternal Bond as well from SJP in the form of that Cloak and Dagger. Dogman slowly trying to approach you with the Eye of Agamotto, but 100 Thieves have a lot more to answer back. It really relies on Doom's being here on this Adam Warlock and able to get this res.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're going to have Vinny being able to do a complete defensive effort to stop this Legendary, and I think he knows that at this point. Kraken impact goes up, Terra gets 2 down, and that's going to be rough there, but Vision does get that resurrection.
Oh, good shit, Ren. I didn't even see that.
It's the mentality, and Vision gets the whole team back. Delina getting that pick on impunity doesn't matter, and there it is. Freedom charge. Follow the path painted before them.
Can we talk about the positioning to use that Karmic Revival away from the Kraken that could have gotten a full reset if they hit the whole team there at half health after getting the res, allowing the Red SHROUD-X to try to recombine together and trying to re-engage, but then Delena takes to the skies. Help that with Terra right now being on the Bucky has made all the difference here for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, shooting them down like clay pigeons at this point. Absolute chaos from 100 Thieves and precision and accuracy here. Now going in.
Damn.
Trying to keep things alive, but
damn, that was a big ult by TTK. Oh wait, I actually want to see this guy's perspective when he plays other characters than Magneto.
At this point, it's just desperation.
It looks like his sensitivity is a little faster on when he's playing that character. Also, Vinny is on the Magneto now.
Ultimate, not even
little switch up
to help up Fidel in that equation, while Vinny now moves all the way up, combined together with the rest of 100 Thieves. Vinny does have that meteor, looking to find
oh, what a fucking block, bro.
Dell coming at the perfect time to keep the team alive. It doesn't matter how many reses they have, though. Their duelists are getting the job done. We've seen Terra the Terrible just go in after.
Damn. Terra, it doesn't matter what Terra plays, bro. Terra is fucking disgusting. This guy might be one of the best players in this game.
Again and again and again,
this guy might be one of the best players in this game.
And that's with Vision not having the Karmic Revival for that re-engagement here, but will have it for this upcoming fight.
One button 5 regrets that old. It just has aftershocks. The old quake. I mean, what do you want to call it at this point? From what he's able to do, TTK does have that eye to set the team up.
He's one of the best, chat. Not the best because he's behind me. I'm the best.
Those minutes for SHROUD-X to get the point.
Everyone wishes they could be like me.
TTK though, Eye of Agamotto ready to go to Mata against Dogman. Goes the Terror Cape, just trying to find its mark. Walls coming up though from Impunity are just allowing them to control even more of that space next to this close-up choke that they're going to be forced to go through eventually. I'm looking at Nook, yes, with that current Eternal Bond and the Eye of Agamotto.
Dude,
it finds 3, it finds Vision.
Dude, TTK is disgusting, bro.
And Agamotto got stopped. Unfortunately, was unable to get the job done. Terra and Delina now making it a show and showing the deadly duelist that they are. And that is just absolute disaster.
Oh, his ult got cocked, bro.
2 minutes and 53 seconds, and Terra's just taking it to him.
And that's with some last-minute changes too. Look at
did they actually get the TP down?
Vision being on the Hella, having that ultimate, no res comp instead, Nook being on the rocket, but they have to contest here.
Yeah, unfortunately now with a perfect placement of the portals, Nuck though bringing back impunity. They just trying to keep the point alive as long as they can. Vision now raining down the thorns.
Wow, good play by Vision. I think Vision might actually save this.
There's 3 meters left. Vinny trades with Fidel at this point. It's going to be close. Can they hold it? SHROUD-X short walk back. TTK gets the pick there on Vision. This is coming down to the wire. It's land on the line.
And it's Nook on the rocket with Fidel finally coming back on the Luna. Is it enough healing?
Oh no, he didn't hit anything, chat. He didn't hit anything.
The Eye of Agamotto that we saw here from the other side after it finally comes back after getting interrupted. And TTK also having the Eye of Agamotto at the very end, just trying to see if they can work around the shield. And now they have to work about the Sia.
Oh my god, I think there's whiffs going off like crazy.
They can follow up here. We have impunity going in to stall longer. This is chaos erupting in front of your eyes. Both teams competing. 1 minute 44 seconds on the clock. Vision with the Elim on Terra. That's a massive pick and the pick against this 100 Thieves team. But Vinny once again trading with the Vanguard. Short walk back though for this team. Nuck bringing back Dogman. And now at this point they can continue the fight. They have to also watch the point. Don't want to Shroud-9 it, Vicky. Everything's on the line.
Don't want to Shroud-9 it.
Healing output. Delena finds impunity with Dogman slowly approaching another Eye of Agamotto while Harvey has the eternal bond with the cloak and dagger. It keeps this fight going for even longer. It's been more than 20.
He got another ult. He got another ult in that one fight.
Fidel goes down. He's 97% to ult. That could have been everything for them. Can they keep it going on? Vinny's going up. He's going down, and that's going to be able to do the job for
that.
Thieves.
They had to work for that, chat. Holy shit. Also, I don't know if you guys saw, but that guy went rocket. I think that was a very smart move right there. Go rocket, put down a res beacon. You get 1 free res right there, and then you just stay in that hallway while spamming heals. Like, low-key, that actually was a really smart move.
Few second exchanges prolongating these fights.
Dogman was on that whipping and shooting at one point for like 20 minutes. I mean, I'll be speaking out of a tube tomorrow. Absolute chaos erupting.
Wow, SHROUD-X team is fucking crazy, man. I did not think they were this good. I thought it was gonna be a roll.
I mean, at this point, it's anyone's match. Terra, though, playing with just absolute vengeance. We're gonna see what SHROUD-X can do. They're gonna set the bar first here on offense.
Have to. You have to with the Bucky when this is what works against the res comp. I'm thinking that currently SHROUD-X are probably going to try to use more of these Moon Knight Portal shenanigans coming out of the gates here, but more so focusing on Terra, now finally upping those final hit numbers. I believe before that round, it was like, what, like 8 final hits? Now look at the difference. Night and day here with 25 final hits, nearing 40k damage, and even looking at TTK and the damage output from the Doctor Strange. We're wondering, well, why use that ban on the Doctor Strange? Well, you can't cover everything.
Didn't expect the Silver 3 player to point that out. Good observation. Hey,
for TTK.
Shut up, Jeff OTP. Get back on Jeff.
Plenty under. Fidel's got like 70k healing.
Saying that fucking Black Widow being buffed for 10 extra damage would be a good idea. Get your shitty ass takes out of here.
2 minutes, so it's going to come down to the perfection of play here as Dogman. We can see him locked in right now, throwing that portal down, and the team goes in, and they try to get that Moon Knight strategy to work, but he's swapping back over quickly to Star-Lord, Terra, and friends, pushing back.
Of course you want Widow fucking busted then. You're OTP. Nah, bro, Widow should one-shot to the body. I'm about to ban you. I'm gonna show you a one-shot in a second if you keep talking like that.
So they just wrap back around down the middle, and with a lackluster time bank, they have now less than 30 seconds to try to approach.
Both teams, they want it so bad. Strategy at a maximum. Here's Dogman takes the high ground, looking to try to get some wiggle room as he jumps into the point. Team following behind him here. Fidel at 62%. Watch that ult charge. On the other side, I think 100 Thieves pretty far away. So if they can get Fidel at 100%, which he's creeping towards closely without anybody falling, they can definitely make this thing happen. Dude goes down, but he does have the passive to come back, Vicky. So they do got that triple res comp at their advantage.
Nice play.
Dogman is going down, Vicky. This is tight.
The Dogman doesn't have the same ability in this case, and Vision doesn't have that res, but with Fidel approaching that
bro, what are they doing? What are they doing, bro? You cannot play so well the whole fucking series, and then at the end of the series, do this. There's no way, bro.
How could this happen to me? I've made my mistakes.
Bro, how can you play so flawlessly for the past hour and a half in this fucking neck-and-neck series where if one little mistake is going to be the cost of the game for each team, and you do that?
Oh man, can you imagine we go do a draw here? I mean,
bro, Shroud-9 could have. They could still do it, chat, but Shroud-9 had the chance to do the biggest upset. The biggest upset. Look, this game doesn't even look close. Look at Shroud-X right here. Look at their stats. This is Shroud-X, and look at 100 Thieves. If you looked at this and told me who won the game, I would say 100 Thieves won with 8 minutes on the clock. There is no way this is even this close of a game.
It's as tight as you get.
Fidel is nearing 70k healing. The healing output all day today also just needs to be studied. Like, these elongated fights, you get an Agamotto, you get an Agamotto, everyone gets an Agamotto out here. Well, at least if you're in the favor of 100 Thieves with the way that they've been playing especially. But they have extra time in their own time, make another chance here for redemption.
Come on, 100 Thieves.
Absolutely,
listen,
guys.
you guys have to capitalize on this mistake and just win.
Over there for VP, but my gosh, Terra's showcasing why he's one of the best duelists, if not the best.
I think the cloak went back into the room because they thought the Magneto was probably going to ult them, but I wasn't paying attention to the ult charges there. Okay, chat. 1 minute and 40 seconds. They could draw this, by the way. They could draw it. I don't know what happens if they draw this. Gasklin might know because he plays in these tournaments, but I don't know.
Impunity is being
maybe they go to a cough
right now. Look at Fidel, look at Nook here with the healing output of this backline specifically to build into these ultimates, and it's too much. Combine that with the Terror Cape. TTK gets caught in the crossfire here as JP does retaliate in finding impunity though, so it's a trade-off for both sides.
Yeah, Vanguard for Vanguard here, but watch Terra's ultimate. All it takes is one Kraken impact to get the job done. It's at 95, close to 96. We do have Harvey giving him the path to victory in the upper bracket final. Will he take it and clutch it with it? Not to follow. Doom also has the Kraken impact. This is going to be an absolute fight for the finish. There's 53 seconds. It's going to come down to greatness. Legacy on the line. Dogman unable to get the connection that he so desperately wanted. Doom going down, trying to get his resets. Vicky goes up, tries to get the limb on.
Oh no, chat. Oh no. Oh no, bro. Oh my god, 100 Thieves. 100 Thieves takes it. There's no fucking way. 30 seconds remaining. There is no way. There is no fucking way that Shroud-X, Shroud-9 fumbled the bag and let 100 Thieves win.
That's what it takes to move forward in the upper bracket.
This, I bet you Shroud-9 team, or Shroud, I call them Shroud-9. Shroud's team, Shroud-X, is fucking kicking themselves in the foot, and they're gonna be depressed tonight. Because I would be depressed if that happened to my team.
I don't know what a lot of these teams, you know, who fell a little early here, have now put themselves in the playoffs and the seeding that they've been assigned here, but down to the wire, each of our series have
Terra didn't deserve to lose this game, though.
Yes, still getting the
so I'm glad he won. That guy went 52-6, 27 final hits with almost 50,000 damage. This guy's a monster. A monster.
27 final hits and 47,000 damage.
48 between the two duelists. I mean, just insanity. SJP getting that pick 2 on impunity really helped pave the path as well. I mean, it was right there.